Good evening, and welcome to Parenting Class. I'm your instructor, Zippy the Hippie. Tonight we're going to discuss how to file a child welfare grievance. When you are dealing with the child welfare system, things do not always go the way you expect them to be. There is a way to let others know what is going on. It is called the grievance. Different from a complaint, the grievance is a tool to inform your elected and appointed governmental officials that they need be aware of how you, as a constituent, need assistance in addressing a problem. The First Amendment of the United States Constitution Bill of Rights states, Congress shall make no law respecting an establishment of religion, or prohibiting the free exercise thereof, or abridging the freedom of speech, or of the press, or the right of the people peaceably to assemble, and to petition the government for a redress of grievances. You are creating a legal and historical document, so make sure you put your name, legal address, phone number, email address, and most of all, the date. Since a grievance is a governmental communication, which is a public document, and to make the entire process more streamlined, you can write a simple greeting like Dear Sirs and Madams, or to whom it may concern. Then, in less than 2 sentences, state why you are filing a formal grievance. The purpose of a grievance is to solve the problem. No one wants to listen to emotional cries or religious fervor, because it only takes away from the legitimacy of the grievance. A grievance is a professional request for intervention, not a 12-step program. So do not tell your life story because no one wants to hear it. In less than 1 sentence, state the date the incident occurred because it is best to solve one issue at a time. If this means writing 1,000 complaints, then it means writing 1,000 complaints, and keeping a record of each one. Start the sentence with words like, on or about. If you can give a time of day, like sometime around 6 in the evening, it gives more clarity to the situations of public administration, meaning the individuals receiving the grievance will be better able to investigate the people and places involved. Then in less than 1 sentence, state what it is that is wrong. Make sure you have tried to settle the matter by filing internal complaints with the board of directors or director and supervisors of the child welfare agency. List the names and dates of meetings or phone calls you've made to attempt to resolve the issue. This is the important part. You have to tell them what you want. Clearly, state what it is that will rectify the reason for the grievance. Do not ask for money because you just won't get it. Bullet point if you have to. Enumeration is even better. In closing the letter, you have to give respect to the person reading your grievance, or, guess what, they may not hear your grievance. Feel free to express your emotion in 1 to 8 words, like, with all love for my children. Although there is nothing wrong with sticking to the traditional sincerely or a thank you. Sign your name. Take the time to transmit your feelings and desires in the signature. Express yourself. Believe it or not, many people can tell much of a person by looking at the signature. This is one of my favorite parts of the grievance. I like to make sure everyone is invited to the party. First go to www.legallykidnapped.blogspot.com and click on the LK Help Desk link in the sidebar. Then scroll down to the bottom and start listing the federal contacts. You do not need to have the address, but include the name and title. Putting the federal contacts first creates a sense of power in your grievance. Next, click on your state. Here you will find the contacts for your elected and appointed officials. Make sure to list each one with name and title. If you are in the mood, you can also alphabetize each person according to last name, but it really does not matter. Do not forget to include the names of the board of directors of the child welfare agency, director, and above all the social worker. Print enough copies for every person you have CC'd, and include 2 copies for your personal files. Personally sign each grievance. When you address each envelope, make sure your return address is at the top left. The purpose of what is called hard copy mailing is because you are creating a historic, federal document. When the post office stamps the letter, it is a form of effectuating service, just a fancy term of the formal delivery of the grievance. You will mail 1 extra copy to yourself and another one to someone you trust and with authority, like your priest or someone in an organization. Ask the person you send the extra copy to never, and I repeat, never open the grievance because it can be used as a legal document in a court of law. When you receive yours, do not open it because it can be used in the event something goes wrong with the letter you sent to your trusted person. As you have now generated a public, historic, federal document, you are now ready for publication. If you have placed the names of your children, take a black magic marker and black out the names. This is called redaction because your children, if it has escalated to this level, are wards, whether they be wards of the state or wards of the court. You must protect your children's privacy and future privacy. If you are not comfortable with your personal information being out there on the internet, I suggest you black that out, too. Then, send the blacked out copy to sites like Legally Kidnapped for publication. This is simply a peaceable assembly of our voices. Normally, you should give anyone responding to a grievance 10 business days, only count Monday through Friday. If you have not had a response, then send a second copy of the grievance, and make sure you put in big red letters across the top. Second copy. Keep a file of all documents. Keep a log or even a diary of every date, time, place and person of contact during all dealings with the child welfare system. 2. Repeat the above process until you get what you want, and that is your kids. Always remember, get the kids first, get the attorney second, and stay informed by following www.legallykidnapped.blogspot.com every day. Thank you, and have a good night.